My name is Sean Murphy. I'm a domestic terrorist. This looks to me like a support group for recovering right-wing extremists. What you need to do is turn your wallet, your guns, turn them all in, because the government will take care of you. Works real well, huh? Some of you know me. My good friend Joe Markley and I, we're done with Dodd protests at his office. We made fun of that fool for an hour and a half. Yeah, we had a lot of fun with it. I'm here today. You have this group of citizen legislators who've been in session all year. And what have they done? We have a $1.3 billion budget deficit. And what have they done?
Nothing.
Oh no, they've done something. Plastic bags!
Make sure you turn in your plastic bag.
We have a $1.3 billion budget deficit, and we're talking about plastic bags. Anyone remember that Jim Mora press conference, the football coach who said, playoffs? Plastic bags! This is ridiculous. You have something better to do with your time than talk about plastic bags. One of these legislators went on the Dan Lavallo show and justified their reason for why we don't need to have plastic bags anymore. And you know what she said? This person is from Westport. Westport has banned plastic bags because it makes them feel good about themselves. And she said the government needs to tell us what we need to do and whether we should use plastic bags or paper bags or use reusable bags. You want to know something? I can make my own decisions. I don't need these people telling me what to do. If you don't want to use a plastic bag, don't. But don't tell me that I'm not smart enough to use a plastic bag. And this is what they spent 5 months talking about. We have a $1.3 billion budget deficit, and they're talking about that. Not to be outdone, they also spent 15 hours talking about the death penalty. Well, guess what? The governor said she was going to veto it, and they didn't have the votes. But they stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning debating it anyways. I'm sure they feel better about themselves. Kind of like banning plastic bags. It's driving me crazy, and it should. Or maybe I already am crazy because I am a right-wing extremist. Are any of you guys right-wing extremists also?
Yeah!
Do we have anything nice to say to Janet Napolitano? Well, you know, when we did the protest at Senator Dodd's office, we had a little section. You can see it on the website. We had a box filled out so anyone who wanted to turn themselves in could. And we addressed it to Janet Napolitano. The funny thing is there were some smart Alecs who put a card in with their name and address on it. That's the other thing that I wanted to talk about today, and I want to follow up on what Joe Markley talked about, is how these legislators in this room, this building behind us, have used their office for their own gain. And the worst example right now, I'll give you some background on myself. I'm from Woodbury. I used to serve on the State Central Committee for the Republicans, which is their board of directors, and I resigned for quite a few reasons. But when I was on State Central in 2007, the Senate Minority Leader Lou DeLuca had a misdemeanor plea that he pled to, where his granddaughter was being abused, and he asked someone not to use violence, but to talk to his granddaughter's husband. He pled it down, and they ran him out of office. Now, we can agree or disagree on whether that was right. The thing is, the Democrats set a standard. And now, when their own do these things, nothing happens. Let's take our first example in State Representative Jim O'Rourke.
Jim O'Rourke?
Okay. Jim O'Rourke, I don't know what Jim O'Rourke did, but here's what we know. A woman is dead. She was last seen in his car after hours, and she was left to freeze to death. I just want to know, why is there no investigation? They investigated Senator DeLuca, who was a Republican, but they're not investigating O'Rourke. So what I'd like to do is let's call, and Jim, who's our very soft-spoken helper here, is going to help us with this. We would like Senator O'Rourke to resign immediately.
Resign! O'Rourke! Resign! O'Rourke! Resign! O'Rourke! Resign! O'Rourke! Resign! O'Rourke! Resign! O'Rourke!
Not to be outdone. Oh, keep holding those resigns. We got a few of them here. Then, I saw one of our friends here had the Waterbury Republican American, had the page there about Senator Joe Crisco. let's talk about what Senator Crisco did for a moment. He's been a state senator for a long time, and he had someone forge his campaign treasurer's name on a state elections document. He admitted it. That's a crime, people. I guess the Democrats need a seminar on what exactly is a crime and isn't, but forgery is a crime. Has there been an investigation?
No. Resign! Crisco! Resign! Crisco! Resign! Crisco! Resign! Crisco! Resign! Crisco! Resign!
But, like these establishment people, doesn't matter if it's Democrat or Republican, we have a Treasury Secretary who doesn't pay his taxes. So what does Senator Crisco get? A $4,000 fine and another slap on the wrist. That's pathetic. Then, not to be outdone again because there's more of them, we have Senator Thomas Gaffey from Meriden. Got caught, not once, twice, double billing the state and his PAC for money. And was there an investigation?
No!
But, you know, he can pay a $6,000 fine and, well, that's okay. So I think we should have Senator Gaffey resign also.
Resign, Tom!